The simplest fix for Social Security is just to raise the FICA tax, the payroll tax, to 8% per person. So it goes from, was it 6.2 now? Well, that'd be the Social Security, OASDI, the Old Age Survivor Disability Income. It'd go from 6.2 now to 8% on both sides. So that'd be what, a 1.8 divided by 6. That's about a 25% increase. That'd be the easiest fix right there, 100%. And I like that fix mostly because it puts skin in the game for people. Now, that does become a challenge in terms of, it's not a, it does make people less inclined to work, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, literally, you can get a lot of money on welfare and never freaking do anything in terms of labor. You can make a lot of money. There's a lot of disincentive to get people to work. And the more tax we put on FICA, or again, OASDI, the less incentive there is to work when I cannot work and just get all the government largesse. The problem is the government largesse is not self-perpetuating. It's going to have to be nipped in the bud because too many people are taking advantage of it that should not be on the books, on the rolls for sure. And they know what they're doing. And they, look, dude, I trust me. I have a friend of mine, someone in our family actually, who worked as a store manager at one of these shopping grocery stores. And he knew every day when the welfare checks came in, and he saw like these people would be, freaking getting all kinds of crap that they'd be buying up for various welfare checks they got, various food stamps they got, buying freaking crab legs and stuff, then going outside and selling them for much of a profit. You know what I'm saying? It's just, the whole thing was disgusting. And these, that's the kind of fraud that Doge needs to be getting and throwing people in jail who do that crap, for sure, because that's just disgusting. As talk about disincentive to work, if you can get all that money for free, just freaking living off your fat butt, why would you work? Anyway, and that's one of the drawbacks about raising the FICA, I keep calling FICA, the OASDI tax, Social Security tax, because it does provide even more of a disincentive for labor that already exists. Now, with that said, I mean, we gotta, once you start cracking down on freaking scumbags, they're gonna have to say, like, even in Maine, they're proposing legislation that you don't get free health care from Maine Care, which is basically Maine's Medicaid, unless you work. You can't just freaking say, my knee hurts, I can't work. Now, if you have legit disability, that's fine. But then you go on disability, all right? And then you're on Medicare if you got legit disabilities. But just because you're like, oh man, I'm an immigrant, and it's not my fault that Syria was collapsing. Baby. No, enough of this crap. We're done with this. And I'm just picking on Syrians because it came to mind. I'm not saying that's what all Syrians are doing. I mean, hell, we contributed to the freaking downfall of Assad. But just because you're an immigrant and you're fleeing a war zone doesn't mean we should have to pay for your freaking rent and all that crap. It's crazy. None of our Irish brothers and sisters, none of the blacks got this, you know what I'm saying? None of the Italians, there's only this recent wave of immigrants where they demand everything. Oh, by the way, that freaking clown, I think he is Syrian actually, who's a Columbia University freaking protesting against the United States. Dude, get the hell out of here. And he got arrested. Trump played him like a fool. It is fantastic. Trump's just crushing. And then all these liberals like, free Mahmoud, or whatever the hell his name is. Like, yeah, free him to go back to his home country. Absolutely. You should be free to go back to your home country. Deal with the consequences there. I guarantee he's getting freaking free money from us so he can go out there to Columbia University and protest. Hell no. And frankly, I don't care if you're anti-South Africans, racist against whites. If you come here and make a rabble-rousing with our money on our country, you need to get the hell out of Dodge. You're free to go back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can join a protest 100% as long as it's peaceful, as long as you're not leading. But if you come here and start saying, I'm leading a protest against blah, 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 we're going to take over Columbia College University's campus, what the hell it is, get the hell out of Dodge. You are free to leave. Free Mahmoud. Yeah, free him to send him back to Syria, man, 100%. Anyway, so what we do is we raise the payroll tax. Now, there are other methods here, too. You could get rid of the cap, as everyone seems to want to get rid of the cap. What I would do, frankly, is look, because I think what we got to do is we got to give people a bigger Social Security benefit. It's politically, it's feasible. It's absolutely a political win for the Republican Party. And so what I would say, just to freaking, to meet the libs halfway and take their freaking only argument they have. Yeah, all right, we'll get rid of the payroll tax. That will increase, and we're going to raise a freaking Social Security tax. We're gonna get rid of the payroll tax, and we're gonna increase the payroll tax, or increase the payroll tax and get rid of the cap on the Social Security tax. What I'm saying, and what we're gonna do then, if you have less, we're gonna give people a higher Social Security benefit. All right, now we get rid of the cap. You can create a new fourth bend point. So you're going to get, 5% of that or something like that. But then what you do is you make the first bend point 110% what you do is you make the second bend point, you make the second bend point 40 or 50%, not the first bend point, because the first bend point's already at 90%. So you make the second bend point, which right now is at 32, 40 or 50%. So you're giving the middle class earners, lower middle class earners, and middle class earners a significant boost in Social Security on the backs of the people on the Social Security tax, the people who make more than $500,000. That's what I would do. So you make more than $500,000, you're going to pay higher. You're not going to have the cap anymore on your Social Security payment. Now you will receive some of that benefit back, and again, a fourth bend point at 5%. I haven't run the numbers on that, but that seems reasonable to me. You pay more, you get a little bit more, not a huge amount more, but you will get some more, and it probably still will be millions of dollars. I don't know, but and I literally don't know. But you can always say we're going to cap the Social Security benefit at $15,000 a month. That's what you can do, something like that. But then you can say we're also going to give the lower middle and lower middle class people a bump of a couple $100 a month as well. I just think it's politically feasible. Now that's the way you do it. If you get rid of the cap, you cap the Social Security benefit. It's got to be higher than what it is now, all right? Because you can't just take it from people who are making money and give it to people who aren't making as much money. I mean, I know that's how the tax system works, but you don't want to be proposing that on the Republican side. So you say, look, there'll still be a benefit for you, Elon and Bezos and all you other clowns, but it won't be nearly to the extent of what it should be if you got a full third bend point 50% increase on your Social Security benefit, because your AIME is now through the roof. So anyway, what you do is say, all right, we're going to give a fourth bend point at 5%, and then we'll max it at $20,000 a month or something like that for Social Security. That's what you do. And then we're going to give the people in the second bend point, these people made a little bit of money, not a huge amount. We're going to give them a boost from a 32% second bend point to a 50%. So that'd be an increase of 18% on the second bend point. In the top of my head, I can't calculate how much that'd be on average for a regular worker. But let's just say the second bend point paid you $1,000 a month at a 32% hit cost. Now it's going to pay you. Let's just say if it paid you $1,000 a month, it'll pay you 18% more. So it'd be $1,180 a month. So that'd be an extra $2,000 a year, man. Nothing to sneeze at. That's for sure. That's the way to do it politically. You steal the Democrats' issues, as the Democrats have stole many times Republican issues, and use it to their benefit. Now, I mean, look, affirmative action was introduced not by LBJ. It was introduced into law by Richard Nixon. The EPA was introduced by Richard Nixon, all right? And yet the Democrats are supposedly the Green Party, even though it's the Republicans who did all this crap. So that's how you get it done. Politically, it's a win-win. How do you pay for it? How do you pay for anything, man? How do you pay for anything? I mean, it's stupid. We know for a fact, though, right now, that if they got rid of the cap on Social Security, that would solve about 50% or so of the funding deficit. You raise the payroll tax to 8% from 6.2, that solves the whole thing right there. Between those two, easy. I mean, hell, just raise the payroll tax solves the whole thing. But I'm just saying, you raise the payroll tax and get rid of the cap, you can give people a bigger Social Security benefit and fully fund Social Security. And that's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to them. Love your thoughts. Smash that like button. God bless.